news or get some opportunity that you are selected somewhere and someone is accepting you as an employee, that's really overwhelming, Satyam. Means I cannot
Wow.
express you in my words, but it's really great.
Awesome. So, Praggati, take us and the audience through the period of gap when it started. So, you were working for the last 12 years, which means a rich professional experience. Then, what happened because of which you had to take the gap?
When in the 2021 year end, my mother-in-law met with an accident, road accident it was, and she had a major fractures in her body. Situation was once again same. My husband was traveling a lot. I have a small kid of 4 years, so no one was there. Means my husband was not ready to keep any caretaker that time because he was not that confident. So, and banking jobs are sometimes, certain profiles are so demanding that you have to spend that much time because you cannot compromise there your personal life as well as your work life. So you need to balance that. So that time I choose once again my personal life only because I thought my mother-in-law needs me a lot. So I took that break. But after that, my experience is that when in the year 2022 end somewhere, AI got introduced,
Launch.
means full fledged it got
Generative AI.
launched. Yeah, generated AI. And it changed everything, all the market dynamics is not only into the job market but all the markets. So somehow it got impacted our job market also, and I was trying to search, I was doing just a traditional way, to just apply and to give interview.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
and for me that time it was very difficult to
So
to give.
you started up reapplying for jobs since 22 December. That is what you're saying. When did you
Yes,
start
yes.
reapplying for jobs after your gap?
See, my mother-in-law was okay around 4 months of treatment. So I started from the December 22.
Okay, December
So, so
22 you started. Okay, then what happened?
and they, but that time, my major question was coming, okay, madam, you have already having two breaks, so we are not having confidence. That was the first objection. Second thing, uh, when I was into banking industry, my major profile was into sales. So when you are into sales profile, so every other organization expect that you are having a good contacts with your previous customers, or you must be having a good customer base. But unfortunately I was not having that. So that was another objection that I couldn't tackle. And the third thing, yes, somehow I was not confident also whether once again I'm because of 2 years of break, once again I'm able to face the my customers, or how I can tackle the interviews. Because other things we can work out, your work things, work pressure you can, but once your mindset is not into that mood, or you're not in a positive mind phase, then it's very difficult sometimes that you are, that is impacting your interviews also.
Perfect.
And in these 2 years of time, I given several interviews with good banks actually, but everywhere I was getting failed because I was
Okay.
not
How
getting
did you get
feedback
these
also.
interviews? How were you getting these interviews?
These interviews basically I was applying on their directly website only. And yes, naukri.com, because that time I was not using LinkedIn
Hmm.
that full-fledged. So naukri.com was the only one source where I have updated my resume. Apart from naukri.com, I guess other two to three job portals also where I have updated my resume. So I was getting calls, nothing like that I was not getting calls, but I was clearing first round, but when second round was happening or third round was happening, so these objections were coming. Apart from that, they were saying, madam, you're already in 40s, how you will do sales job, or how you're already having so many commitments, so how you will tackle. Or third thing is getting for a salary was
Hmm.
also big concern, because they're saying you're already this much break, and as a you're starting once again fresh, we cannot offer you, because previous my salary package was, it was really different, and now they were giving, it was at the starting level.
Okay.
So these were objections were coming. And so due to that pressure, sometime I also couldn't perform in my interview in a positive manner.
Hmm.
So because that anxiety sometimes, back of the mind is going,
Hmm.
and that reflects in your interview. So
True.
these things were happening actually in these 2 years.
And then when did it start to change? Like, how did the
uh,
confidence come?
so in these last 2 years I was really into a sort of depression. Depression was like, something when you're working and suddenly this gap comes, or this break comes, so you don't know from where to start. Then someone told me start your account on LinkedIn, so make their good contacts, so that will help you. So I started, but it was a very slow process, because making contacts on LinkedIn is not that is a one day job.
Hmm.
Actually you need to give at least 6 to 8 months good time. And that time I was not aware how to create a contact, or how to which strategies to use. Believe me, I enrolled for so many courses, and I paid a large amount of charges also, but it was nothing was helping me out, because they were giving so many things, but they are very difficult to implement it. And
Hmm.
sometimes your coaches are also not that much reachable, because if you're having any queries, then you have to write a mail, then after 3 or 4 days they will get back to us with a mail. And then once again we don't know how we are interpreting that, and then once again to go back to them. So it was a very lengthy process, and it was really frustrating for me. So but when I enroll your course, it was just my last try, frankly speaking, 2 months before. So I thought I have spent lots of money, so I once again enroll for this course
Right.
and
You'll
we'll
take one
see.
more, take one last chance. Yeah.
Yes. Because that feeling is always there in our mind, that oh god, I have not tried this.
Yes.
So I did that. And I liked in your cohort, one most important thing is that li- uh, resources are really meaningful, but they are very limited. There are not so many things that you have to do, these, that, and all. Second thing, you are reachable on WhatsApp also. So basically, suppose if I'm having any query, I can write, and at least if you're not able to, I'm not required to wait for 1 week at least, or I'm not required to write a mail and then you will revert back to me or something like that. So you are reachable within 24 hours, my query is getting resolved. And the third thing, most important thing I like, that you said everything, that our we need to work on our skill, then profile for LinkedIn and everything, but the most thing is that our positivity. For positivity thinking is very important, that I realized in last 2 years. When we are giving a interview with a negative mindset, that whole reflection comes on all our interview performance. And
Hmm.
definitely employer or recruiter, uh, they also get anxious mind whether this person will work with us or not,
True.
because
True.
they also don't get confident. So in your program, so there is that uh, positivity in mindset, so that you so easily explain. Means we not required to do change our life into 180 degrees. Every day, whatever we are doing, just small things only we need to keep on doing. For that purpose, it's not required that we need to get up at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock. We need to do so hardcore exercises. Believe me, I have done so those coachings where people used to say you get up at 4 o'clock, you do that hardcore training exercises, then do that meditation, right? That positive thinking and
Yeah.
negative thinking. My God, for
Uh,
for me, person like me, so who's having so many responsibilities, is very difficult. Yes, my day gets
true.
started at 5 o'clock, but my commitments and requirements are really different. In the five
I
o'clock, I am
understand. Yes.
preparing my husband's tiffin or my daughter's tiffin. So these things are
I
happening.
understand.
So in your program, so that you are not put that restriction, you make it very comfortable for a person to just do these things as per your convenience, but just do it. That
Right.
things should happen regularly.
Right.
And
Right.
uh, uh, and these things really help me for my positive mindset. And
Very nice.
because because this interview, DBS interview I just gave, and frankly speaking, there were 4 to 5 different profiles they were
Right.
conducting interviews.
Yes.
And in the first interview only I realized that difference. And that day I told you, Satya, my interview went really well. Whether I'll get
Yes.
select or not, that is a different story. But I could talk confidently for half an hour. That for me it was a really big thing.
True.
And so that was the thing. Second thing, in your resources, you are uploaded around more than 100 videos how to prepare interviews. I
Yes.
never saw this. I never saw this with other coaches. So they are giving such a small questions where those are getting raised in the interview. We think it's a small question, but sometimes it's very difficult to handle for people like us who's on a break.
True.
So these questions really help me. I couldn't went through all the videos, but around 70 to 80 videos I went in
Wow.
those last 2 hours.
Very
And it
nice.
helped me, it helped me like anything helped me, because uh, because exactly those questions came. And exactly means around, yes, 50 to 60%
Similar
questions was
questions.
the
Yeah.
same. Because
Similar.
how you will tackle after your break, and your salary expectation and all. let
True.
let me tell you, because I couldn't copy your all the answers, but yes, I tried at my level best to answer the situation,
Yes.
and the recruiter got convinced. I was
Wow.
not thinking I'll get a call for second round or third round. And in these interviews I gave 4 rounds interview, and everything got cracked. So that's why I'm saying, that's why your cohort program, I found it very different from others, because there is a personal query resolution is happening. So on time actually. So we, because
Right.
sometimes, we get some queries, okay, and that time only it get resolved. So it's or what you can say, its effect is very positive.
Hi.
But if
True.
same queries, right now that queries my mind, and I'll write a mail when I'll get a time. So so that effect is not that great.
True.
So
True.
I'm
True.
writing a mail, so that my coach will see, and then revert back to me. And after that I'll implement. So in that period 4 to 5 days already goes.
True, true, true. I understand. I mean, the purpose of designing the cohort this way was because I believe truly that when I am high on energy and I'm on to some
Yeah,
task and some queries come in
correct.
and I'm stuck, that is the reason people quit. That is the reason people get negative.
Absolutely.
If somebody is there to solve their query, if not in 1 second, at least in 1 hour or 2 hour, then that energy keeps on going. Otherwise, by the next day, by next 3 days, 1 week, people are already distracted and everything goes out. So
True, true.
I appreciate you pointing that out. I mean, I'm taking three very good feedback here. Number one is reachability for query resolution.
Correct.
That is helping you. Number
True.
two is the interview playlist, right? Because now it's sitting there,
Correct.
anybody and everybody could learn from those videos. I
Yes.
see you have learned. Number three, the focus on mindset, which is my personal preference, that I always believe mindset first,
Yes.
then action, right? Without the
Correct.
right mindset, you remember the three spheres that we talk about, that is where the
Absolutely.
mindset comes in.
Correct. Correct. Absolutely.
Perfect. And how did, like, when the interview happened and you received a call from them that you are selected, how was the feeling then for DCP? Like, how did you feel?
Satyam, it was really overwhelming feeling, because since last 2 years I was giving an interview, and I was not getting any response from the recruiter or from the employer. And it was, I was having one feeling was getting developed in my mind, that am I really
Worth it
outdated
or not?
material?
Hmm.
Yeah. Something, am I getting really outdated, because of there are already people in the market, they are already working. So for people like me who had dedicatedly worked for 12 years, so who will not get a single job, it's not like that you will not get a job, but where you need to compromise.
True,
Okay,
true.
compromise in so many things. So due to time, or in terms of money, in terms of energy, everything. So that and it was really frustrating. So somehow I was able to share with my husband, but no other person to whom I
Hmm.
can share. So, but he was also busy in his office hours. So, okay, so
I
that,
understand.
so that negativity, is getting developed inside us. So when no one is able to understand, or no one able, we are not able to share with someone, so that mindset goes into depression. But when I appeared for the TBS interview first time, when appeared, I was really happy. Oh, I could speak. And
Hmm.
when I got a reply that yes, I got selected for the first round, and sorry, my first round is clear, and I'm getting select for the second round. I've that confidence came back to me, me. Yes, I also can appear for the interview, and at least I can speak. Getting
Yes.
select or not select is a different story. But once again, I'm telling you, positive mindset is very much important, because we need to keep patience,
Hmm.
because without patience is really not possible. Because
True.
because that as I told you earlier, because this was the last chance where I enrolled for your cohort program. And otherwise I don't know, means
I understand. I
I
understand. No, I agree
yeah,
with you. Mindset is the key, and you can only keep patience when you are in the
yeah,
positive mindset. Otherwise, negativity will keep on making you anxious and
yes,
saying, okay, nothing is happening, this and that. And that is why mindset first. Great.
correct,
I'm sure like with DCB on your profile now, maybe the cohort will be for 6 months, or maybe it could be
yes,
extended for some people in the previous batches. But whatever it is, now the resume will look like much better. Your confidence will come back,
absolutely,
your positivity
absolutely,
would come back. Right now you are in the industry, back into the industry,
correct,
and in the
correct.
game.
Because that was, sometimes that small push is needed,
Right.
because we are having that caliber, we are having those skills, but just because of mindset, or just because of that negativity, we just don't know into which direction we are going. So one, that small push is required. And I'm really telling you, Satyam, that you work for me, that to just to boost my confidence and to appear for the interview. Because while sharing my resume also, that time I was not that confident. I don't know what will happen, whether they will give me a call or something. But suddenly I got a call. Yes, yes, my resume is shortlisted. It was really
You followed the steps,
awesome.
Praggati. You follow the steps. I mean, the
Yes,
resources are available to so many. My videos are
yes,
available to so many, but few of them, including you, they are actually implementing. And whoever is
yeah,
implementing, they are getting the result.
correct,
The only thing is, if the people could see it, in advance, everybody would follow the step. But the
correct,
only way to prove this is retrospective. You followed the step, you
exactly,
got the result. So only now you
exactly,
know what is the right steps, what are the right
exactly,
steps, right? And that is why
exactly.
this interaction with you, so that the other committee members can also get inspired, get positive, that steps the process would lead to results, right?
Correct, correct, correct.
Perfect.
So I'm
Great,
really
Praggati.
thankful to you, Satyam. Really thankful to you.
I'm thankful to you to have followed the steps, and then now being an inspiration to other community members. I'm sure a lot of people
Absolutely.
will get inspired, especially women with career
Actually,
gaps, because they need the inspiration the most. With all the caliber,
ex-
they are getting
true.
negative, I feel, unnecessarily, because with all those skill sets, they can prove to be really great assets for the market.
Because my message to all the community members, or female like me, or those who's over into the career gap and they are looking for career, uh, other things are happening. Your profile building, your skill upscaling is happening, but your positive mindset is always important. And as you always normally keeps on saying into cohort meeting, that we need to mindful that what's going in our mind, what's we are reading, what's we are listening. So all these things really impacting. And another thing I would like to tell my other friends here, that in this period, just don't assume that you are at home, you are not doing anything. Just try to upskill yourself, learn something new.
Yes, keep
That
your mind active.
somehow, exactly, somehow, somewhere, definitely it will help you out. So that's
Perfect.
the thing.
Great, Pragati. That was a great interaction with you. I'm sure, and you're continuing with the code even after this. That's a great thing
Yes,
again.
yes, yes,
Yes,
yes. That's I'm continuing. That's I'm continuing,
perfect.
because it's really giving me positive energy. And when you're interacting with positive people, so your mind also remains fresh always, so
100%.
negative things doesn't come. So at least I'll keep my mind active here. So and
100%.
because this is not just end, because this is just started, so definitely I have to improve a lot. This is just
True.
started.
True. True. 100%. Great, Pragati.
Yeah,
All the best. Thank you for your time again.
thank you so much, Satyam.